Hey, what's going on, guys? This is LyaR here, back again with another video. This time, I'm bringing you a replay sent in to me by this player here. I believe his name is Nubby, although it could be Newbie, I guess, but I'm going to say Nubby for the sake of this video. And a few days ago, I posted on Twitter for you guys to send in replays of games you wanted me to take a look at and point out mistakes and help you try and improve on these maps. So this is going to be the second side of a CTF game, and Nubby's team is actually down 2-1 in the flag count. And down one flag on the good side now is not that big of a deficit. So ideally, we should be seeing them win this game easily, but they're going to get rolled pretty hard, so we're going to help them fix that and improve for the next time. So the first thing I want to take a look at is the gun selection. They have 2 SMGs and 2 assault rifles, which is good. That's ideally the best setup. It's basically what all the pro teams use for the most part. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to take a look at the breakout. And I'm going to have to rewind the video here just in a second so the minimap appears, because there's some glitch where it won't appear. There it appeared, and I'm going to pause it right now, and you can take a look at their breakout. They have one player going top hall, one player going to the white truck, one player is going to come over here to the bridge, and another one's going to go bottom mid. So this is a very good setup. You want to load the right side with at least 2 players, one pushing mannequin, one pushing art, and eventually you want to take over the bridge or this mailbox and then have one player pull. So it's a good job by them sending more people to the right than the left. But as you can see, the first mistake here is going to be, as I can spectate Nubby again, their player in the middle is going to get taken out right now by this player here. He gets flanked, gets shot in the side. So at this point, he's going to call out that there's a player pushing to the left side of the map. And if you take a look at where the team is, they have a player here in mannequin, player in the pillars, and a player on the bridge. They have 3 right and 0 left, and that means this player is just going to have a free, open way to their flag, and that's what's going to lead to the first flag capture here. Now, what you want to do in this situation, as soon as this player dies and you realize that, oh, hey, the left side of our map is open, and they can run up our stairs and just pull the flag, you want to rotate back, and you're going to see Nubby tries to do that. He's going to get taken out from the guy in hall, but these 2 players here just push up for no reason at all. And I want to just focus on Drizzy here because I think he really could have stopped this flag. Nubby's going to go back and get taken out in a sec. There he goes, gets taken out, and the flag is going to get pulled. And now Drizzy cuts the middle. So if he wanted to cut the middle, he really should have came back this way and cut the middle. He could have possibly chased this guy down because they weren't that far away. Drizzy was right here at this pillar while the guy was right here. So Drizzy probably could have caught this guy with a stun. Or better yet, he could have gone through the tunnel and came up behind him. So really, he pushed up and then cut middle when he should have pushed back and cut middle, and that's the first thing I wanted to point out when you're rotating back. You always want to go back first, if possible, before going forward, because their team is most likely going to be up here. And this player, as you can see, is going to take out Temple. Right here, he gets taken out. So one of these 2 players should have pushed back, and they're going to get a flag cap off of this because the team didn't rotate back. And Nubby's going to spawn up and try to rush to their spawn and stop this, but at this point it's too late. Drizzy's going to get taken out immediately. And now the other team has a 2 flag lead. And now Nubby's team actually is regaining map control. They have all 4 players in art. And this is when you want to start looking at the spawn trap. Temple, for some reason, ran into bottom art, and he's going to try and, I think he goes top art at one point, but he never really makes it onto the bridge here or sits at the mailbox. And that's the 2 of the key spots to holding down the spawn, is to have the bridge or the mailbox. And you also want to have a guy in the middle. And I'm going to rewind it here about 20 seconds. And you're going to see Alan, I believe, spawns in the overextend. There you go. And he's just going to run and run and run and run. And he really should have stopped right here and just like laid down at this curb or sat on this wood pile here and watched the cross, or sat at one of these cars and watched the overextend, because as you can see, this player is going to just come in from the overextend and come behind all of their team because Alan wasn't in the middle. And he's going to take out Alan, he's going to take out Drizzy, and then he's going to take out Nubby, who pulls the flag. And then they're going to get the return. So had Alan stayed over here, let me rewind it again, Max would have killed him at about here. He would have died. And as he died, Alan would have called that out and alerted his two teammates that, hey, there's a guy coming from middle, he's going to go bottom art, or he's going to come through these archways. As opposed to Alan not dying until here, when the flag is just about to be pulled, and this guy has already made it over here. So it would have alerted his teammates that he's coming a lot sooner than they would have been able to prepare. But at that point, the flag was just about to be pulled, and they weren't really in position. Drizzy was like running away, and then he's going to try and pop out, but he gets knifed. And then another player overextends, and they try to counter. I'm not sure. Here he is. They try to counter, but they don't actually get it, I believe. But if you had a guy in middle and a guy on the bridge, this would have easily been a flag cap, if not two flags, because it's really easy to relay once you have those spawn traps set up. And they didn't really have the spawn set up. And also Temple gets taken out the side here from a guy cutting middle too. So had you had a guy in the middle preventing this overextend, that would have went a lot better for you. And here's the guy that's overextending pulling, but Alan takes him out actually. So we're going to go back to Nubby as they try to regain map control again. And every time you have to regain map control, that's going to be about a minute of your time. So when you're down 2 flags and you only have about 3.5 minutes left, I mean, that's, you know, you're cutting pretty close there. And now here's another big mistake. Your entire team is basically in the spawn. And Temple here is going to just pull this flag for no apparent reason. The only way he should have pulled this flag is if your own flag had been pulled and he was trying to stalemate it out. But that's not the case, and I'm not sure why he just pulls. I guess he panicked because you guys were down 2 flags, and then he just gets shot in the back by this player here. And that was a wasted death because you guys didn't have map control at all. As you can see, you had one guy overextend, one guy just died at bottom fire, and this other guy was in the hall. So Temple pulled for no reason. He could have, you know, looked around the base for kills, held the map down, got on the bridge or the mailbox, and just, you know, held it down, waited for your teammates to push up. And now that's one less player you have in their base to get the map control. And Nubby's going to push up here and pick up the kill. Top art. There you go. And I think he pushes up and gets outgunned here when he should have really, this was another mistake of not rotating back. He could have easily just came through hall and just sat here and either waited for the flag to come through hall or go through the middle. And as you can see, the flag just runs, he's going to run right through the middle of the map, and this would have been an easy shot for Nubby to make at this close range had he come back to hall. As you can see, there's nobody here. But instead, he pushes up to the bridge, gets outgunned by the guy sitting on the mailbox, who I guess, I'm not sure if he was called out, but he hasn't moved since he killed Temple when Temple pulled that flag the last time. But that was another mistake, not rotating back. So that's really one of the big themes here, is not rotating back, that you guys have to work on. And this is going to be a flag cap pretty soon. So now you're down 3 flags, and at this point, with less than 3 minutes left, you're going to have to get a relay going. And that's probably not going to happen, in all honesty, at this point in the game. If the other team's up by 3 flags, and if this were in a tournament setting, they would be playing really defensively, not letting you get these power positions. And this guy finally moves and just switches corners and is able to take out Nubby. So they have a guy playing anchor the whole time, basically. And when you see somebody playing like that, you want to take note of their gamer tag and just call out to your team, like, hey, look, we haven't killed this player in a while, and he's been spotted on their flag multiple times, so when you go to pull that flag, you want to look out for him if he's alive. And at this point, Nubby's team was really just pushing up, and they allowed this flag to get pulled, which, I mean, I'm not really going to criticize on that going back all the time, because you are down 3 flags, you need to make a push. So at this point in the game, when you're down 3 flags, yeah, you have to make a push. You can't really worry about going back too much. And now it's going to, I think, stalemate for a little bit. And that's pretty much going to be the end of the game here. I know there's a minute and 40-some seconds left. I'm just going to fast forward it. And yeah, at this point, they know they've lost. They're just, all 4 of them are pushing up. So that's going to be, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just, you know, say a final few things and recap for you guys what I was talking about in case I was going a little too fast. You want to always rotate back, be aware of your mini map, and have your players hold down the power positions when they are in them, and make sure that the person pulling the flag is supposed to be pulling the flag. That's really all you can focus on. And they end up losing this game. I think it was 6-1. So not scoring a flag on the good side is pretty bad. You want to work on that. And had you not made those few mistakes and not holding down these power positions, you would have easily had 2 flags, I think, on this side. And had you rotated back, you would have stopped at least 2 of the flags and then prevented the team from scoring more as you were just trying to push up there at the end of the game and get your score up. But that's all. I hope I helped you a little bit. I know it was probably a little boring, just me throwing information at you. I will try and work on this, but the theater mode isn't that helpful. I mean, in Black Ops you could select and then switch players, but here I have to like hit Y like 10 times and then switch players using RB, and it's just like really hard. And then if I hit B on accident, it takes a screenshot, and then you have to go through this. So I'll work on it. I'll try and get better. But Nubby, thank you for submitting this replay to me. If anyone has replays they would like to submit to me for me to review, I have about 6 or 7 already, like stockpiled, that I haven't done. So it'll be a few days before I can get to yours. But if you do have one, just tweet me. I'll put my Twitter in the description, and tell me your gamer tag and what vault slot the file is in, and then send me a friend request on Xbox Live to LyaR. It's LYAR, and I will accept it if you have tweeted me already your gamer tag. So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment telling if this was helpful, not helpful, if it sucked, boring. I don't care. Just be honest so I can work on it for the next one. Thank you.